It works out so well.
Okay.
All right. Welcome in, everybody, to tonight's episode of Roll With It. Uh, that slightly different start because our camera and stream operator is broken, so we can't see him either. Um, wave hi to everybody there, Rowan.
Done.
Good job. Good job.
Great job.
Good job.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Great. So, we're back to, well, all six of us because Rowan's got a great stand-in. It's fantastic. More of our professional artwork. But anyhow, this week we'll hop right back in after last night's intervention, or last week's 2 weeks. However long ago it was. I don't know. Dates are funny. Uh Last episode's intervention talk. And at this point, the group has had a discussion with Kerr, more or less come to a temporary, at least, understanding. Sure that we'll never have to deal with any of these issues ever again, and everything is great with the group. Perfect. So, with that, we begin tonight's episode with everybody deciding to head out after the morning breakfast talk slash brunch and do a little bit of either shopping or inquiry into potential uh, stewards or cooks slash gatherers for the inn while you guys are gone, so you guys can have a little bit more supplies and somebody here to talk to people when, if anybody comes looking for you guys to complete a job. But it's about 11 a.m. or so for the group, and I believe most of you are wanting to head to El Hazir's Exotica, with maybe the exception of Kovac heading towards bookstore.
Yep.
So I guess we'll go ahead and start with the majority of the group that wanted to go towards El Hazir's. And I believe that's the rest of the four of you. Know you said originally Rowan was going to go to the post office, but you wanted to check out El Hazir's first?
Yeah, I figured I might as well just go with the group because
Sure.
everybody else may want to go to the post office as well, seeing as how we have to be like, hey, we finished this quest.
It's true.
Right.
All right. So you guys, the four of you, Lilith, Rith, Rowan, and Baron slash Kerr, head towards El Hazir's, just inside the southern gate wall. Kovac joins you briefly until he splits off north to head towards one of the known bookstores. You guys head on in. It is kind of late morning, so not too many people in the shop at the moment. El Hazir is behind the counter where he normally is.
El Hazir.
Ah, Lady Lilith and friends. Welcome. Welcome. I trust you had a safe and profitable journey here recently.
We sure did.
Fantastic.
Thank you for asking.
Of course.
Um,
How may
do
I
you
assist you on this wonderful day?
do you have a belt ready for me?
I do. I do. So I have it here in this case for you. Just
Ooh.
a couple. Well, nothing is simple here at my Exotica, but I will pull it out for you here. He pulls out a simple but nice wooden case and pulls back the lid, and it's a very simple looking belt. Say, it may look simple, but do not let your eyes be deceived. It's adaptable, we'll say. I know how much you value your appearance, and I added just a slight bit of customization to it. And he will pull it out and he'll hold it, um, and he says a word, and you watch as this very simple, plain leather belt with a very nondescript, like silver buckle or latch, switches to a very vibrant green belt with a gold buckle.
Mm.
And then he says another command word, it switches back, says another one, and it goes to red and pewter. He'll say, and then he says a command word again, it goes back. He'll pass it over and say, uh, the belt itself, as you requested, it will hold items inside of it. No more than, well, item or items of no more than 42 inches in length and no more than 7 inches across. So if you have multiple small weapons you wish to put in there or anything else that you wish to keep from prying eyes, you may simply do that by pressing the item against the side of the belt, saying a command word, and it will pass on. Um, he'll hand you the case. The various command words that you need are included in there on a piece of parchment, as well as the separate command word. If you wish to change the appearance of the belt, we'll change the color of the leather as well as the appearance of the metal buckle. It is nothing more than just a simple prestidigitation spell worked in, but I figure it could fit your uses as well for that.
Oh, well, thank you.
Of
I do
course,
appreciate that extra effort.
nothing but a bit of added finery to it, but um, if it meets your liking,
It does.
good. I'm glad to hear it. And he'll hand you the box and the belt and say, I hope you enjoy it.
I shall.
And any other business that the rest of you have here today? Or just simply a goodwill call?
Oh.
Anybody else?
Well, Rith will speak up, but he'll wait until if you look
Oh.
like you're gonna speak up, he'll wait.
I'm sorry, Kerr, correct?
Yes.
You did have. I did get those items back from my taxidermist.
Ooh.
I do have them in the back. If you want to see them, I could always have them delivered to your establishment or give them with you to take back.
Uh, I'll
They're sizable, but
I'll take it now. I'll just carry it. We don't have a lot to do today.
very well. He will have somebody go into the back and retrieve a crate, basically, that he has them packed into. Bring it up, and he'll have the individual brings it up, pry open the lid, and show you each one. They're all kind of set on a dark walnut looking framing on it or mantling. So he'll say, they did a very good job, I believe, of capturing the menacing look of a chimera. And it does have some of them with like some of their mouths open, except for the goat head is just it's kind of closed. You know, goats with their mouth open don't look exactly menacing like the
Right.
lion does. But I mean, as far as taxidermy work, it does look quite good. So
Thank you.
of course,
It-
I appreciate you allowing me to take the necessary items that I wanted from them, and I hope these serve to display your group's tenacity.
Me too.
Good. He'll have them put back in and seal it back up. Say, now, if you're sure, you could take it with you, or I could have it delivered.
How about like its dimensions? Like, how do they have it packed? How big is this crate?
It's fairly good sized. I mean, with the size of the dragon head that was in there and the lion's head, I mean, you're probably looking at something that's about 3 feet by 4 feet, and then
Let's just have it delivered if
about
that's
4 feet
okay.
tall.
Yeah, it looks like it might be awkward to carry.
Yeah, it look a bit strange, I think, carrying that around town. Um, of course, it would be a good conversation piece, but um,
Indeed.
it would be
Very
very
well.
bulky to carry around. If you could have that delivered to our inn, that would be amazing.
Okay. Do you have a time of day preference? Are you heading back there now, or do you wish me to wait till later?
Um, if you can later in the afternoon, we should be around then.
Okay. I'll wait until mid-afternoon and have it sent your way.
Thank you once again, sir.
Of course. Anything else?
Yeah, I'll speak up in Draconic. Um, I have some items that we procured. I don't know if you're the best individual to purchase them, but I assume that if you're not, you'll direct me in the appropriate direction.
I do have many contacts.
Perfect. I will walk over to wherever he has like a empty like desk or whatever.
I mean, his counter in front of him
Okay.
is open at the time being.
Okay.
So,
I'll pull out the heavy iron boots, set them on there. I'll pull out that shield.
okay.
Um, I'll go ahead and pull out I guess the sickle because it had a unique material to it,
Okay.
and the great axe, and then I'll also pull out the bag of items that Rowan kept track of.
Okay. Oh.
These are items that we procured on our last venture out. Some of them seem to be well made. Don't know if any of them can be made into magical items for yourself. If not, I can take them to a smithy and look to sell them. But some of them are kind of unique.
The iron boots, they look like they belong to Fey creature, but
It was a little red thing.
yes, right caps. Tenacious little things. I don't know how much use you'll find or have anyone find in taking those from you.
I assume if nobody, I mean, I'm sure a smith could melt them back down.
Potentially. Say, otherwise, I would find a way to display them with perhaps a plaque to designate what they belong to as a trophy piece.
Make that
Potentially,
work too.
they're
Uh,
tenacious foes, but uh, the sickle is interesting looking. I might have someone who'd be more interested in that as a collector's piece. I mean, if you're not interested in keeping the boots yourself, I could see if anyone would be interested in the pair of them.
I'm not overly attached to any of the items
Okay.
myself.
Well, I can put some words out to some contacts of mine and see if any collectors would be interested in those pieces. Uh, the sickle is nicely made, could potentially be a weapon for someone else. I wouldn't be interested in selling it myself since it doesn't necessarily have anything uniquely magical about it. But he does go ahead and pulls up a ring to his head for a moment and casts a quick spell. Um, okay. Well, the shield does not appear to be magical in and of itself. The axe, however, it does have quite a potent magical aura to it. Fortunately, I don't know if it's something I could sell to. Well, there might be some individuals who would be willing to undertake the risk of such a weapon, but the shield, say I'm not necessarily interested in that one since, again, it does not have a magical property in of itself, but
Does anyone in our group remind me? Does anybody in our group use shields?
Rowan
I do.
does. and Kerr
You guys do. Okay.
and Kovac.
Oh, okay. I would have just offered it to them then if anyone would
Okay.
want. It's a nice looking elven made shield, so
Yeah. So he'll pass it back over to you.
okay. So I'll do that in a bit then.
Okay. Say the axe. I'll have to find somebody who might be interested in that. If you're wanting to part with it at the moment, I would be willing to offer 300 gold for it.
Be fine with that.
Would offer more, except it is technically a cursed magical item. Uh,
I'm
it
glad
gives
I never
its
used it.
it gives its user a certain level of ferocity in battle, but they can tend to lose the ability to distinguish friend from foe. But it does indeed add to the intensity or, like I said, ferocity of their strikes. But it would take a very unique individual to want to purchase it. But if you're willing to part with it for 300, I would be willing to take it off of your hands for that.
Yeah, I have no use for that. That would be perfectly fine.
Okay. I will, because I'll have someone grab some coin for you for the back. Kind of stays quiet for a second, whispers into his hand, and says, oh, and you said you had this bag here?
Yes.
All right. Pulls out the bag. Oh, do you still have everything in there?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay. So, pulls it out. Oh, kind of shuffles the plants and the roots off, berries off to the side. Interesting. Pulls out the iron ingot and the gems. Say, oh, the ingot's nice. Looks to be fairly pure, based off of my initial see. I could probably take that off of your hands for a future item, or you can see if a blacksmith might want something for it. They might give you a little bit more than I'd be willing to, honestly. For the gems, a couple of them will need a little bit of additional work to be usable or made into spellcrafting materials potentially. Um, I could give you 200 for all of them.
Sure.
Okay. Uh,
I'll take the iron ignet to the smithy. That'd be fine.
okay. That's fine. Uh, he will kind of whisper into his hand again. All right. I'll have someone out with your gold here shortly for you.
I'll put
Anything
the
else?
roots back in the bag. I'll put the iron ignet off into my own bag, and I'll hand the bag to Kerr.
Okay.
With the roots
And the berries.
and the berries. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll leave the iron boots and sickle with him.
Okay. But if I find anybody who's interested in purchasing them as part of their collection, I will send word.
That's it.
Anything else for you?
Not for me at this. Oh, yes. You might know. I am looking for the potential to get closer to an enemy that is in the air.
Like a flying or levitating enemy? Or
Yeah, a
foe?
flying one, yes. A foe that is out of my reach on the ground. How to get closer to them. I'm currently making some spears with a blacksmith, but I'd like to be able to get closer if possible. I wasn't sure if there was an item available for that or not.
I don't have anything available presently. You're not alone in the desire to be able to fly or get up to flying enemies. I can put some feelers out to see if there's anybody willing to part with such an item. They do tend to be kind of pricey since they are either unique or highly sought after, but I don't have anything at the moment.
Okay.
But I will. Now, are you looking for something that you could use on a semi-permanent basis, sporadically as
Uh,
needed?
as needed.
As needed.
Or yeah.
Okay. I will inquire and see if there's anything. So,
Fair enough.
anything else for you?
That is it for I.
Okay. He'll look over at Rowan. Anything for you today, sir?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Anything else for you, my good sir, Kerr?
Uh, no, not at the moment.
Very well. Well, if you have any future journeys coming in, please stop by if you come across anything of interest that you don't wish to keep for yourself.
Of course.
Have a fine day, friends.
And you too.
And
You as well.
right before you leave, someone comes out and puts a fairly large bag of coin down for you, Rith, with 500 gold pieces in it.
Perfect. I will scoop that on up. And then when we get back to the inn, I will give each person 100 gold.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything after that point?
I am gonna go take a bath.
Okay. Heading towards baths. Got it.
Well, no, actually, I'll head to my smithy guy first.
Okay.
I think next stop for me would be post office.
Okay. Same thing for Lilith.
Yep, that's where I'm headed to.
I will follow with Rowan.
Okay, so post office for the three of you. All right. All right. So we'll go over to Kovac for now. Do you know which bookstore you wanted to head towards?
Yeah, I'll go to Leatherbound first.
Okay. So head towards Leatherbound. The female shopkeeper in there is present when you come in. She'll look over. Oh, good day. How can I help you today?
Good day. I'd like to see what you have insofar as uh, modern warfare, tactical type books, small unit tactics specifically. And if you don't have anything like that, maybe just some general overviews of historical battles.
Hmm. Well, I do. Let me think about what I might have in store here. There are a couple of books that might interest you. They're a little bit older history. Some of them a little over a century old. Some of them going further back, so they're quite the tale. One that I have is actually a semi local story for here. Is called The Lost King, and it deals with well, it deals with a individual whose rule was very short, but filled with battles and The taking, actually, he took the city of Arabelle a little over a century ago from our actual nation. Although he only held it briefly, it does talk about some of the tactics or battles that he fought during that time frame. Again, very brief rule, mind you, but it's an interesting read.
Oh, it sounds like it. Yeah. Okay.
If you'd be interested in something like that, it'd be that book is 10 gold pieces just because it is a little older. And then
Sure.
there's also one that deals with uh, a fiend that was called Daggerford's Devil, uh, and it talks about the the battle that ensued when a fiend of the abyss sought to destroy the city of Daggerford, and the brave heroics of the individual for whom the city is named.
Hmm. Interesting. And how much does that book run?
That one would be 15 gold. They're both
Okay.
fairly. The Lost King one, like I said, about 125 years, 130 years. The other one goes back a little further, almost, I want to say a little over 200 years.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, those sound great. Yeah, I'll take both.
Okay, very well.
Yeah.
Be 25 gold for those.
All right. Great. Well, you've been very helpful.
Of course, and if you get through them and if you find anything else that you might like, I might have a few other pieces in my collection here. Those are the two that come to mind immediately, though. But
Sure. Great.
I just put them in your
Well, thank
inventory
you
too.
very much.
So
Okay. Perfect. Nice.
have a fine day.
Uh, hey, you do the same. And I'll just head back then to the inn.
All right. So the other three are heading towards the post office. Rith, you said you were going towards the Mad Smith.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So head towards the Mad Smith. You just looking to sell the ingot?
Yeah, just sell it.
Okay. Do you need to go through anything with him?
No.
Okay. Are you looking to pick up your spears that he was, or his javelins that he was crafting?
If he has any of them done, I think he said it was going to be a few more days, but
He said it'd be some to get all of them done. I mean, if you're
yeah.
asking about any of them that are done, he can hand you 4 of them
Okay, yeah, I'll
that
take
are
the 4
prepared.
then.
For the ingot, he'll give you 2 gold pieces for it.
Okay, that's fine.
So. So you basically have 4 javelins now you can use.
Okay.
They have a decent like leather grip on them that's tied on pretty well, so you should be able to have a good hold on them, and they're a little bit more balanced for throwing than they previously were.
Okay.
So, are you heading to the bath after that?
And then yeah, I'll go get
Okay.
cleaned up.
All right. So, Rith will be going towards the bath. If you're looking for that, it'll cost you like 5 gold pieces if you want to do a private one, or 2 for a public.
I just do the public.
Okay. So just take the 2 gold that you got for the
Yeah.
ingot off. There you go.
Rith has
It's a
no
lot.
shame.
Nah.
I'm good.
All right. So post office.
Yeah.
You walk in. There's Shelby behind the counter. Sees you guys come
Shelby.
in. Oh, hey guys. How's and lady Lilith? Uh, how are you guys?
We have returned victorious.
That's good to hear. Did you need to just report that the job was completed?
Yes.
Okay. She'll pull out the. Oh, I do see that we did get a notice here. Looks like they were in the process. Currently had someone in the area investigating. They're due back with their report tomorrow. But in the meantime, she'll open up a safe underneath and pull out a bag and set. She'll say, "Here's half of the pay for that," as well as she'll pull out another bag. The other half from the Manticore job that you performed. They did come back with their final evaluation on that one and found the job completed. So there's the other 1,500 for that job. They'll have the other 750 for the forest or the Hollock Forest job probably tomorrow or the day after.
Okay.
She'll say, "Oh, I did have a missive to pass on from Lord Hiltred as well, indicating that he had a payment for you that you were expecting."
Yes.
Okay. So he left that here in case you guys came in to let you know.
Okay. We will make sure we go and make contact with him.
Okay. Anything else you guys need today?
I had a question or two.
Okay.
Would you happen to know anyone looking for work?
So, well, we do keep posts of jobs here as well as posts for individuals that are looking for potential employment. It's over on the other wall there. So, I mean, if she kind of looks around for a moment. If you're interested in some people, there are two individuals over there that I know personally that I'm not sure what are you looking for exactly?
Um, for sure, I would think someone to kind of have like same roles, I guess, as you have right here, like someone to stay at our place to welcome people in and listen to like their offers or whatever, like when we're not around or whatnot.
Okay.
And then probably someone for like helping us out with food and stuff, I would think.
Okay. Well, I mean, I do know the two people I know. I know one. Uh, she's very organized. Um, so I mean, if you're looking for someone to keep things in order while you're gone, she would be, I believe, very good at that. She might be a little bit different for people to come when they to see when they come in. She's well,
Aren't we all
she's a
though?
some of us are. I should say, I get to blend in a little. Well, she'll look at you. She's like, well, the two of us get to blend in pretty well, but as does Lady Lilith. But I'm sure. I mean, she'll say nothing against you, Kerr, but you do stand out in a good way, though. I think.
I'll kind of turn towards him and be like, "Whoa! I didn't even know you were there, man.
Um,
You blended so well."
she'll say, but she is a half orc, but she wouldn't hurt a fly unless, well, needed. But she she's very organized. She does know how to cook a little bit. But the other person I know, her name is Nia. Um, Excellent cook. Like her food's amazing, and she would probably be decent at keeping things organized for you. Um, she's a bit different, but most people would know, but just by looking at her. So, but my, should say my half orc friend is her name is Ilga.
I'm sorry,
They
I actually couldn't hear that. What was that?
Ilga,
Ilga?
Ilga, and Nia is Nija. That's how you'd spell those two.
Okay, thank you.
So their posts, they are over on the wall as well. If you wanted to look for them um, specifically, I mean, you don't have to, of course, but they are friends of mine. I think they're good workers too. They just don't always get the same consideration as others.
Well, I mean, personally, I take your recommendations like really well because we're new and don't really know anyone. And I mean, as far as I know, you've grown up here or you've lived here for a while anyway.
Yeah, I've
So,
been in Airbell for a while, so
so I mean, I would trust your
And
judgments.
any friend of yours is a friend of ours.
thank you, Lady Lilith. I appreciate your consideration for them. But yeah, they're over there on the wall. Or I mean, if you wanted to see them directly, I could send them to your place. Or
We actually
you can contact them yourself if you really want to.
we should contact them ourselves.
Okay.
All right. I think that's everything I had.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I
Well,
hope you have a good day. Um.
I do have one more question for you.
Oh, yes.
The job at the mine, is it still open?
There is a job at the mines. Should say, let me see what we have here. Do you know which one that was that you had seen before? Should say sorry. We get a lot of them occasionally, and
Not a
they get
problem.
changed in and out a lot.
Is there was a strange unearthly sound in the mine, from what people were hearing.
Oh, yes. There is that one. Yeah. Sorry, there was another one we had come in recently that dealt with a
Hmm,
mine as well.
okay.
Someone looking for someone to clear one
Was it
out.
was it the same mine or is it a different?
Different one.
Okay.
Yeah. This one, the one that you're probably. Yes, that one is still here. They were offering, I believe, 1,500 gold for that one.
Hmm, that is the one.
Okay. Did you want me to put you down for that particular one?
Not quite yet,
Oh, okay.
but
Okay.
I just was curious.
Okay. Uh, yeah. Doesn't look like it's been claimed by anyone as of yet, but
Okay.
it does look like it is still open.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Of course.
Yeah,
And
a little bit of
we'll
a
be
break would be nice. I'm a little
yeah.
dead tired after that last one.
That is it is a bit of a trip to Hullock. It's a
Yeah.
weird, strange place too. A lot of weird stories come out of there.
Hopefully not as many now.
Well, it's a place that has a long, long history. I mean, I don't know how many of the stories are true, but well, if there's nothing else,
Okay.
uh,
Well,
have a good day.
Shelby, you have a good day also.
Thank you.
Do we have any other errands today?
I need to just personally see a blacksmith. I'll start with.
We have a riff.
That's true, but
I don't have any errands. Would you like to go back to the inn, Baron?
No, I think I'd like to be on my own for a
Okay.
bit.
Not a problem. I can understand.
Okay. All right. So Baron's going off on his own for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here actually.
Oh, okay. Lilith, where are you going to go?
I'm gonna head back to the inn. Actually, I'm gonna head towards Ilga.
Okay, so you're checking out the wall for the
Yeah.
contact information. Okay. All right. Um, are you looking for hers, or are you looking for both of them?
I'm looking for Ilga first.
Okay. Are you just taking one posting, or are you taking both?
I'll
Or
take
you just gonna do?
both.
Okay. All right. So you'll find both of the postings there. Um, they list their kind of their qualifications and or um, what they're good at. And they are located, yeah, kind of up by, well, near, like, where the Iron Hand Smithy and um, Leatherbound and Comath's Crystal are, because that's the mage supply shop you went into and dumped all the feathers all over Kerr. Um, so kind of up in that area of the town.
Okay. Yep, that is where I will head.
Okay. All right. Kovac was just going back to the inn, right? Rith was going to the baths. Rowan, you're heading towards what blacksmith do you want to head towards?
I think the only one I know for sure where they're at is the Iron Hand Smithy.
Okay.
Because I don't think I've been with them to the guy that sounds high all the time.
The Smoking Yeoman?
I might have went with Rith once to the other one, but I don't remember, honestly. The angry guy, or whatever his name is,
The Mad Smith?
Yeah, the Mad Smith.
Yep. Okay.
And
So,
actually, I think I'm going to head to Lord Hiltrid's first
okay.
before I head that way because it's closer.
Yeah, I mean they're one. I
Yeah.
mean you want they're both going in opposite directions.
Yeah.
So I mean it depends on what you're.
I'll go to Hilstrid first,
Okay.
so that way I can pick up the rest of our money from him.
Okay. And Kerr is staying at the post office.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure am.
All right. We'll start with Kerr then, since you're not going anywhere.
I'll go over with Lilith initially to look at the wall and just kind of let them leave before
Okay.
I'll walk over to Shelby and look down at her. Is there something wrong?
What do you mean?
You would not look at Rowan during our interaction.
Oh,
Did he do something or
and not exactly. I don't know. Um, it's kind of, I should say, it's a bit embarrassing. Or the guy that took me and I'm sure was intent on killing me after who knows what. I mean, I know what, and but think it had to have been him, but he he got me to see him because he looked like Rowan and invited me out. Um, after he and I had dinner one night, so it's still a bit fresh in my mind. Something I've been trying to deal with, but it's hard sometimes when I see him. So just it stirs up the memories again. Um,
I can understand that.
I just she's like even when I don't want them to think I can't do my job here. Um, so I've been trying to just push through. Um, I
Is
did
it
talk I did talk to him about it too. So I mean, he knows.
is the reason he uh bothered you so because you liked him or do within the supposed betrayal? I don't know else to call it. The incident. I don't it's
I don't know. I mean, when we were out um for dinner, it was nice. I mean, he's funny, even though he's a bit awkward, but it's sometimes nice to have people that don't give you false praise or try to put on a smooth face. Some people who are more genuine or real, but maybe I did. I don't know. I'm trying to just trying to deal with that. Because I mean, maybe I did, and maybe I still do. I'm just not sure yet. It's just hard to get the events of that night out of my head because I knew and I could see and feel what was happening. I just never didn't have any control over what I was doing.
well, if you ever want to talk about it, I'm not always available, but you can whenever you wish. Uh, but I feel it's important that I say a few things over that. His face shouldn't matter. It's what's inside him. It's super cliche and everything. So try to remember that feeling of him when dealing with Rowan. Because secondly, if you continue to avoid contact, any positive will become a negative.
I'll I'll keep that in mind.
It's also very mortal, and you are a very short-lived person. Don't let that type of time or possibility with anyone slip by.
Yeah, I have been considering that. So I've been thinking about things and my options, I guess. But I appreciate the offer, Baron. I do. Uh, mm, I might take you up on it. Maybe
Uh,
out for drinks one night,
uh, sure. Also,
or just food. I mean, sorry, I've known that you've enjoyed, so I wasn't.
I do. I'm trying something different right now.
Oh,
Uh, wow. That actually threw me. I forgot what I was going to say.
that's okay.
Yes. Baron is a name I will only use when dealing with people who are not my family, uh, are not my friends. And I'm happy that you were part of its selection. Uh, it was needed. But when it's you and I, uh, please call me Kilnoran.
Okay. Um, I'll remember that, Gilnor.
It's it's what my mother named me.
Oh, oh. I thought that Baron was a good name.
It is.
I would have I would have chosen something different, but uh, it's nice that your friends think you're brave. Not everybody has someone that they can consider that.
All right. Well, I hope this doesn't blacken your day too much. Try to think positive, and then I'll use Druidcraft to make like a lily and hand it over.
Okay.
Uh,
She'll look at it and be like, you know, kind of a bitter sweet flower. Because those are the ones you got for her, right?
yeah,
For
among
yeah,
them. Yeah.
yeah. She's like, it's like this is what prompted me to talk to Rowan. He sent me some of these. It's a sweet gesture. Um, it was hard to accept at the time, but not so much. It's better right now. Thank you.
And you're welcome. I'll yes. Well, later, and I'll kind of turn around and like hurry towards the door.
Okay.
And I'll head back to the inn.
Okay. All right. So you'll get there after Kovac is back. So the two of you will be in there. Wherever Kovac goes when he's in. Are you going into your room or just into the main area?
Yeah, I'll just hang out at the. Or
Yeah,
me?
yeah. Kovac, yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably start reading one of those books right away. Just at the main, kind of,
Like in the
I don't
main
know,
gathering hall
common.
area.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
common area.
Okay.
Yep.
Where the table is.
Yep, where the table is.
Okay. So
But no wine.
What?
there's no
But
wine
but
there.
no
Yeah.
wine or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but we got any wine now.
Yeah, your wine is missing from back behind the thing.
It was Kurt.
So yeah, you'll Baron. When you come in, you'll see Kovac sitting at the table reading a book. So
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I've been worse.
Well, that's good.
I've been better. It's okay, I suppose. I don't really know.
It's understandable.
What you reading?
New book I picked up. It'll be the Lost. Oh crap! Lost King.
Yeah.
There we go. Yep.
Oh, um,
Yeah.
I'm going to go hang out by the stable.
Okay.
If you need me, that's where I'll be.
All right. And I'll let the others know when they get back.
Okay, and that's where I'll go.
Okay. All right. So Lilith heading south towards Lord Hiltrid's place. Knock on the door. Butler will let you in. Short time later, Lord Hiltrid will come out to greet you in the gathering room. Good afternoon, Lady Lilith.
Lord
Good,
Hiltrid.
good to see you. I trust you were here over the remainder of the payment? Or was there
Yes.
another reason? Or additional reason, I should say.
Huh? Possibly.
Okay.
But the payment would be, we can do the payment first. That's always a good way to start.
Very well. He will pull a bag off of his belt there and hand it to you. Originally they only wanted to offer me 150 gold for the return of the remainder of the gems, but I did remind them of any bad publicity that might come out, and they increased to 250. So,
Oh. Well, thank you.
of course.
I just had a question, actually, a curiosity.
Yes.
Um, how goes your investigation?
Are you referring to the individual who took my daughter from me?
Uh, that
Or are you
and
talking about the one for the
the
bandits?
caravan
The caravan.
robbers. Yes.
Uh,
The letter S that was
yes.
given to.
We're still looking into that one. It's Unfortunately, the individual that we apprehended did not wish to give a whole lot of information, so I've have some other contacts that have worked with me in the past that might be able to uncover something. They run in different circles, but nothing as of yet.
I was just curious. I mean, I appreciate you giving that amount of information.
Well, I mean, you and your group have proven to be competent, and that's more than I can say for a lot of individuals. So I'm always looking for competent individuals to take care of pieces of business that I need resolved. And if this individual proves to be a problem, I could potentially call on you and your for a fair price, of course.
Of course. And as of tomorrow, I believe, we're we're hoping, uh, we should be a chartered group at that time.
Yes, I was uh, was aware of that. I spoke with the Knight Commander not too long ago, and she informed me that your group was heading to the Hullock Forest. Interesting place, but
It got quite hairy at some points, but we were able to make it back.
good. Well, I'm glad that it was successful for you and your group. And as I said, if anything comes of this investigation into this S, and I need some additional assistance, I will go through the appropriate channels and contract your group.
That sounds good. And if you need my help, as an individual, even to gather information or such, please don't be afraid to call.
Very well. If anything comes up where I need more discreet, something discreetly done, I will be in contact.
And I'll bid you a good day, sir.
You as well, Lady Lilith. He'll offer a short bow and turn back.
And I will leave and head towards wherever I was going to go first. I forgot now.
You said
Oh, the wall.
Elgar,
Yeah,
right?
Elga.
Elga.
Yeah.
Okay. Rowan, towards Iron Hand, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you walk in there, guy behind the counter. Oh, hey. Um, you. How's how's the armor? How's the shield?
That's,
Doing good?
yeah, it's doing me well. Hasn't let me down since. I got it.
Good. Good. Glad to hear it. Can I help you with?
Um, so I was looking to have something made, but I don't know if like you're the one I need to talk to or not. If nothing else, you can at least point me in a direction. But I'd like to get like a holster made, basically.
Holster.
Yeah,
Like a scabbard for a weapon or something? Or what?
kind of. And then I'll pull out my flute and I'll be like, for this, I just want this to be like really secure. And then I'll kind of describe to him that I'm looking for something pretty similar to like a shoulder holster for a pistol, kind of.
Okay. Well, I don't do too much with that. I mean, I can sometimes do scabbards, but I outsource most of that to Unthar. He does a leatherwork place. Does pretty good work for the scabbards that I generally put with the weapons.
Where could I find this?
He's a couple doors. He's a couple blocks down.
Okay.
To the west.
All right. Much appreciated then, sir. I'll probably see you again for something else in the future, I'm sure.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. See you later.
Gonna go to Unthar.
All right. So he pointed. Nice. So he pointed down the Down towards the west. Go ahead and make a quick perception check.
Uh-oh.
I know. Here we go. First roll of the night. Let's do it.
Don't
Give me
worry,
that one.
guys. I got this.
I mean, you're probably gonna roll like a 20 because that's what you do on these things. A 19. Yep.
Close enough.
You step out, look to the west, and you're like, oh yeah, there he is, like 4 buildings down. It says Unther's Leatherworks.
I knew that. Silly me.
Yeah, it's right there.
All
So-
right.
It's basically just he's like 2 buildings south in the middle of the same complex where the Matt Smith is. So, kind of if you're on the on the Airbell one, it's kind of in the middle of the one that is. Yeah, know it's kind of to the southwest of Shelby's house, but so yeah, you can head over there. Walk in, right? I'm assuming?
Yeah.
All right. Walk in, and there is a dwarf behind the counter. Greet you when you come in. Hey, how's it going? Can I help you with today?
Well, I was looking to have a holster made.
Holster?
Yeah.
For what?
I'll pull out the flute again for this. Like, I want to make sure that it's really secure.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's
And then-
he'll can I see it?
Yeah.
He'll hold it for a moment. Woof.
Then I'll explain to him,
That's-
like, what I'm looking for as well. Like, shoulder holster, kind of like a pistol. Shoulder holster, pretty much.
Yeah, this is it's a really nice instrument you got here.
The best, some would say.
I mean, it's top quality from what I've seen before. Might have. Let me go in the back and look. I might have something for you already, or I can, maybe if you're looking for something with a little bit of embellishment, kind of spruce it up just a little bit. But anything special that you want on, or are you just looking for something that's good, sturdy, and functional? Or would you like something that's a little fancier?
Maybe an odd request, but can you do lettering?
Can I do? Yeah. What do you want?
Sweet pea.
Sweet pea.
Yep.
All right. Like just a letter P or PEA? Like
Just the letter.
just a letter. All right. Yeah, I can do a little bit of stitch work on there. Let me go in the back and see what I got.
All right.
So he'll go into the back, and he comes back up with 2 different holsters that look like they would kind of suit your needs, both with adjustable straps so you can make sure it fits you properly. One that's made of this really nice soft black leather, and then the other one that is a deeper brown. Both very soft. They on the insides they actually have a little bit of almost like fur put on the inside to kind of keep it from rubbing anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But so I've got these 2. They're mighty fine work to start with, but some stitching on them would make them spectacular.
I agree. Fine workmanship, it seems like.
Yeah, which one would you like?
I like the black one.
Black
Kinda
one?
matches with everything else,
Yeah, goes with the look you got there. Goes with the armor and the shield. Yeah, that'd be a real nice look. What color do you want the stitching to be? White, red, blue, green. I got a lot of different stuff here.
Well, I would have said purple, but that won't be very visible.
I mean, I've got some lilac colored thread that might work if you'd like something like that. Otherwise,
Yeah, let's go with that.
you like that? Okay. How thick do you want the letters?
You know what? Since you're the expert here, I'll let you decide that one.
All right. You just want it to be visible on there?
Yeah.
All right. Give me got one order I'm working on right now, but if you want to come back tomorrow about this time, should have it done for you, and we can settle up on money at that point. Probably be about 5 gold pieces.
Sounds perfect.
All right.
I can leave the money now if you'd like.
It's up to you. I don't like to assume. I like people to see the work and then make sure that it's what they want. But if you want to settle up right now, I'm good with that too.
Sure, I'll just we'll do it now, and I'll give him 7 gold for it.
Mighty generous of you. I will make sure that this is precisely what you want.
I know you'll do your best.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yeah.
Oh,
See you.
what's your name, sir?
Rowan.
Rowan. All right. Munthar. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
See ya.
So, all right.
I think that's all for me. I'd probably just go back to the inn now.
Okay. All right. So, Lilith, you're heading up towards the north end of town to find the first house you want to go to for Ilga.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, following the instructions that are on the posting there, or the job posting, you do find a building that has, looks like, several residencies in it, and you find the one that she describes on the post. Go up and knock. What do you just going up to knock on the door?
Yeah.
So you knock on the door, and yeah, it's still paused, but I mean, you can still roll stuff. See, there you go. It's good. Um, but yeah, you go up and knock. The few moments later, you hear some footsteps, kind of heavy. The door doesn't fly open, but it's opened, and person looking out, and then looks down. Ah, hello. Um, can I help you?
I'm looking for Ilga.
I'm Ilga.
Well, hi.
Hi.
Uh, my name is Lady Lilith.
She looks in your hand. She sees something. Oh, are you here about the posting I
I
left?
am. I
Oh,
am.
do you want
And
to
I
come in?
please. Thank
Very
you.
good. Yes, of course. She'll open the door the rest of the way and let you in. It's a small residence, cozy for the most part. She lets you into just what looks to be the main room that also serves as like a kitchen slash storage area, and then there's a door kind of off to the right that looks like it goes a little further back in. Uh, Probably not more than maybe like 200 square feet in the whole place, from what you could tell by the outside and what you see on the inside here, and where the other doors were. Um, but you can smell some food. That looks like she's probably cooked for herself. She's like, if you want to come in and sit down, I'd be happy to go over or hear, I guess, what or answer any questions, I guess. Sorry. Um, I'm sorry. You said your name was Liddy Lilith, right?
Yes.
Yeah. If you want to come in and sit down, I would you like anything to drink?
No, thank you.
Okay,
But I do appreciate that.
of course. Um, so what can I answer for you?
Well, I am part of a small group. Um, the end of the south of town. Uh, is it familiar to you?
You mean outside the walls?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do know that there was a building out there that, yeah, it was in like a tavern or an inn a few years
That
ago.
is that is the place.
Okay. Yes, I'm
Um,
familiar with it.
It's owned by Master Aglar.
Oh yes, he has fine wines. I actually enjoy his stuff quite a bit. I have one that's over there right now.
Oh, okay. Well, we're staying there, and what we're doing is we're looking for someone reliable. And your friend Shelby is also a friend of ours.
Yes, she's a very kind woman.
She is. She means a lot to us. Um, but we are looking for someone. It sounds like you would be a pretty good fit for us. Um, you do from the smell of the food, you do a very good job
Oh
as a
well,
cook.
appreciate that. It's just something I one of my favorite recipes that I like to make for myself.
Have you ever made dinner for more?
I I have worked in a few taverns in the past. Um, so yes, I've been I've been a bartender at a few of them, and then I've also worked in the kitchen in the areas. A bit of double duty a lot of the times, but
Okay. Yeah, because this job, it's not your normal just a cook job. What we're looking
okay,
for is someone, almost a caretaker as we go off um, on our jobs to kind of take care of the place while we're gone, kind of keep the food stocked, um, and also we're looking for someone that can talk to people that come in that want to hire us.
okay. What work do you do precisely?
We are an adventuring group.
Oh, okay. So individuals looking for you to solve potential problems or mercenary work,
Correct.
and such. Okay.
And I
And
feel that you can handle yourself should someone come with ill intent also. Am I wrong?
no, I have had training with weaponry. I do fairly well on my own. Um, and you're confident that, well, to be frank, my appearance won't be off-putting to any of your potential clientele.
That would be their problem, not ours.
Okay. Well, I yes, I believe that I do have, talents that could lend towards that. I'm fairly well organized in my daily life here, and in some of my past jobs, I've done a bit of networking, I guess you could say. I know a few of the local uh, merchants or producers around the area, so I've worked for myself to get some good deals for some of the taverns in the past that I've worked at. So I could certainly put that to use if I were to work for you.
Okay.
Uh, I do know how to cook a little bit. Some of my meals are a little bit limited, I guess, but the things that I know how to cook I feel like I do pretty well. But if you're just looking for someone to take care of things and look after the place, I believe I can do that. Like I said, I would hate to be the reason that someone might not hire your group.
You don't have to worry about that. If they won't hire us because of you, they don't deserve our services.
Well, that's encouraging to hear. And as far as the job, are you just looking for someone to come in while you're just there and make sure the place is locked up? Should say I do have a place here that I stay at. I don't want, or do you offer lodging there?
Yeah. I mean, we are working on building up the place. Um, there is construction going on now. Um,
Okay.
And there is a building outside that used to be, I believe, like the servants' quarters that if if we can get that built, you'd be more than welcome to stay there um with us or if we're gone, feel free to stay inside. I have no problem with that. I don't know that you could I know that we have a bit of a height difference, so my bed may not be as comfortable for you. Um, but we could figure something out.
Okay. Well, did I mean were there any other were there questions you had for me, or you said there's other members of your group, right?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
and I would like to introduce you to them, so that way you can get to know them also.
Okay.
And I do want to discuss pay. What is your
Well, but part of that I guess would depend on whether or not if
are
I'm
you are
to
you renting
maintain.
here or do you have
Well,
or is this
things.
place yours?
No, no. I mean, this is I just pay based on the monthly. If I'm gonna
Okay.
stay here, then I just pay for the month. And if I was to keep my residence here, I'd be looking for something around 35 to 40 gold pieces a month. If you're providing lodging, then I mean that can be reduced down to 20 if I'm not
Okay.
having to provide my own place to stay.
And then, of course, one of the duties we would need you to do is to keep food stocked
Of course.
um, at the place, and we would give you the basically a stipend to use, and you would be more than welcome to partake
Certainly.
in that
Like I
case.
said, like I said, I have contacts that I could certainly use in order to,
That
keep
would be
the
fantastic.
place well stocked.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay.
So I tell you what, I will go talk to the rest of my group, and then I will either come back and see you myself and bring you to the group, or I'll send someone to come get you if that's okay.
Of course, that's more than acceptable.
Okay. Well, thank you for having uh, having me inside and hearing me out. And I think you'll be a good fit for us.
Well, I appreciate your confidence in me. I'll have to thank Shelby for sending you my way.
Not a problem.
Very well. I will wait for word from you, and if there's anything that you from me to bring to show you some of my capabilities or any of my qualifications, just let me know, and I can certainly
I tell you
do my
what.
best to prepare.
How about we make it a dinner interview
I could do that.
where you come and make us dinner, and we'll provide the food that you require. But um, I tell
Okay,
you what, I will come and myself to get you whenever we're ready, and I will provide, the food that you need, and we can go back and bring the food back, and you can make us all dinner.
that would be acceptable. I would be happy to do so.
Okay, it sounds like a plan then.
Thank you for the opportunity. She'll stand up and hold out her hand.
I'll reach up and
She'll shake your hand, um, not too firmly, but firm enough. Um, so I'll wait for a message from you then,
okay,
and I will put together a list of anything I might need for dinner.
that sounds good, and I will see you later then.
Thank you. Have a nice day, Lady Lilith.
Then I'll leave and go back to the inn.
All right. And that was everybody's issues that they were doing. Were you doing anything after the baths for Rith?
No.
Okay.
Nope, I'm not. I'm just bathing, and I'll probably grab some food on my way home back.
Okay. So you'll arrive probably 15, 20 minutes after Kerr gets back. And then Rowan and Lilith will arrive within a couple minutes of each other. So, actually, Lilith will probably be about, yeah. Rowan will probably be about 10 minutes or so after Rith, and then Lilith would be probably about 20 or 30 minutes after that. She had to go down and then back up and then back to the end. So, yeah.
I will come in and say, everyone, I have good news times 2.
You have everybody but Kerr in there. Or Baron.
Where's Baron?
He's out by the stables.
I'll be right back. And then I'll run out to get Baron.
Okay.
Baron.
Yep.
Hey, come on inside. I got some good news.
Sure. Sure.
And I'll wait for him and I'll walk beside him.
Okay.
You doing okay?
As well as can be expected, I walk exceedingly slow.
I'm matching pace,
Yeah.
which is just a little bit faster for me, but that's okay. I mean, I understand. Like I mentioned, I understand what you're going through.
I appreciate your understanding.
We're gonna have to start our archery training soon.
You know,
That'll be fun.
I've got a good feeling about it. I think you're going to like be the best teacher for it.
Pretty good at it. Not to toot my own horn. I'm pretty good at it.
Because Lilith would never toot her own horn.
Just because she doesn't have one.
Yeah.
I would say somebody would do it for her.
Yeah. All right, so we'll go inside, and all right, everybody sit down. I've got good news. Number
Right, she has
one,
Kovac, I need a wisdom save from you, please.
Uh-oh. Ah, stupid calendar, get out of the way.
Instant
Yeah.
death.
Not
Oh
wrong.
no, what's happening?
Oh.
Thank you.
I needed every bit I could get.
All right, go ahead, Lilith.
Still not enough.
and I'm gonna sit down a bag of 500 gold in front of every person. This is for, this is the other payment for or half the payment for our Halleck Force job. This is also for the gems that we recovered that Hiltred where it was able to make a good deal for our that we've been waiting on. And then the other half of one of the other jobs, which I don't remember.
Manticore.
Yeah, the Manticore job. So 500 gold apiece here. That's one of the best news. The second is that I believe I have found a person to take care of our place. One of Shelby's friends. I went and talked to her, Ilga. She is the half orc.
What about the other one?
I haven't talked to her yet, but I have Ilga. I'm going to fetch her at some point and buy her ingredients, and she is going to come here and make us dinner as an interview.
Food good.
Yes, I figured you'd like that, Rith.
Okay, let me
Uh,
describe the two candidates for everyone first. Ilga, from my memory, I obviously remember very organized and okay cook. Is it Niha? Nia? Naya?
Niha.
Niha. Very good cook. Maybe organized.
Now, when you say organized, what exactly do you mean?
Well, I asked Shelby about like kind of doing what she does there for the uh like for the guard or whatever, like she does there at the post office. And she said that Ilga would be like very organized as far as that goes, like keeping records for, the
of
such
jobs and
and
stuff.
yeah, and stuff like that.
Okay.
Ilga's only reservation is that she is a half orc, and that her appearance might make people not take jobs from us. Uh, I did tell her, and I hope this is okay with the group because I told her anyway. That if her appearance drives away someone, or someone doesn't want to work with us because of her appearance, they do not deserve our help.
What if Rith gets scared of her? He's scared of a lot of things. I can tell by looking at him. I just pat him on the shoulder.
Rowan, make funny.
That
But
sense of humor is coming right along.
she's going to come and make dinner for us though. Um, she did say that she normally gets 35 to 40 gold a month, um, which I thought was kind of nice. Unless because she has to pay rent on her place that she stays in. Now, if we are able to fix up like the servants' quarters in the back, um, and Iglar had no objections to it, then that would go down to about 20 gold a month, which I thought was very doable.
Well, I mean, I would be willing to share a room or something with like Kerr or anybody really. Well, probably not Lilith because you're a woman, but I mean, if
Yeah,
if that's the
I don't
case, they
trust.
could just stay in the room that I was in.
And I did tell her that until we get it fixed, I mean, of course, my bed is probably not the best one for a half orc to stay in, but I did tell her that until we get it fixed, if it was okay with the rest of the group, that she could use one of our rooms to stay in. I didn't think that would be a problem while we're not there, while she's taking care of the place. But she did say that she has contacts in town because she's worked at different taverns to where maybe she can get deals on food and supplies and stuff, which I thought was another good thing. Um, but I figure we give her a shot. And I like the fact that she is a half orc because she is not from around here. So she is technically an outlander.
What if she is from around here? Did you ask her?
No.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
I would still like to talk to both.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, we can still talk to the. Well, we can do the same thing with the other.
so, a few things.
Okay.
Um, One, I'm pretty sure Mr. Aguilar is planning to demolish the current stables and former servants' quarters. Two, wouldn't he need to have a bit of a say in who we hire to work in his establishment?
Oh, yes, that's what I was saying with his permission.
Where's everybody sitting at the table right now, by the way?
Uh,
Because I know you guys are kind of set up for when you guys were doing the.
I just always sit in that seat.
yep.
Yeah, I assess. That'll be my seat.
The one at the end, you mean, for Rowan, or for
No,
Lilith was at
Oh,
the
no.
end,
No,
right?
I'm
no,
at the
I'm
end.
on the
Yeah.
side. Yeah, I'm on
Okay.
the
Yeah, I'm,
closest to the end of the
Kerr's
side.
standing.
Yep.
Okay, near the bar.
I'm definitely at the end of the table.
All right.
Then I'll be right there next to
Oh,
that seat there.
Okay, so Lilith would just be at the head, and then okay.
Yep.
So, are you sitting? So is Rith next to Lilith there,
Yeah, right there.
sitting right across from Rowan?
Yes.
Okay. Um. Yeah. Kerr, you've noticed too. I mean, as you're talking about the service quarters being destroyed, the room directly across the hall from where you're at is an empty room as well. The one that's over here on the east side of the building.
Okay.
is it 7-day weeks here, or is it like 10 or something? Or...
Technically, it's a 10-day.
See, that's one reason why I was contemplating talking to both, because I don't think one person wants to work 10 days.
We could have a full time and a part time,
Well, we're
or half and
technically
half.
looking at multiple positions
Right.
because if we're having a secretary to set up potential interviews with clients, that's not the right term. Um, that's one. If we have a cook, that's two. If we're having so if the cook is also cleaning, we're putting a lot on that person, so we're going to need someone for that. So that's three. We're not always going to be here, so we're going to need a manager. So that's four. So we're going to need a lot of people.
Well,
And what if we don't like Shelby's friend? And now one of them isn't looking for a job because she might be getting a job.
Oh, I didn't guarantee her the job. I told her it was an interview.
Okay.
I don't know if cooking is going to be super strenuous, because I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but like we're really the only ones here.
Right now. And but when this place is up and running, it's going to be a like in tavern combo.
Right. But
But
my
then
thought is
Iglar will
Iglar
be.
owns it, not us. So like they're
Right.
our employees, not his.
Sort of, because we're either having an office out of this place instead of our bedrooms, or we have a permanent station out in the open that someone can come to and talk to them, and that makes them a little bit of his employee as well as ours. You know?
It could be a job opportunity for both if Iglar is up for it. Um, to keep the place clean, to cook, to do what we need them to do. And then when the inn opens, he might be, with them being familiar with the inn already, they would probably be a better candidate from someone just walking up off the street also. So there's that that we could leverage too.
Or we could just hire what we need, and then when he opens it, he could hire the rest. Because, like, I
Um,
could care less if I have an employee that works for me that cleans this place. I don't use every room here.
right.
Like,
Basically,
I
what
don't
we
want,
need,
yeah, I don't want somebody that's supposed to be helping me out to, like, go and change the sheets on a bed in a room that we don't even have anything to do with.
is a cook and a manager for us.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not good with people. You guys have this in the bag. You've got it uh, it covered. So yeah,
Test food if good, hire with Baron.
if she's interviewing for that position, yes.
Important position.
Yeah, because the cook is the only one. We'd only need them when we're here. The manager will need full time.
Right, right.
Okay.
Okay.
Meeting adjourned.
All right. All right. So you guys finished the talk?
Yeah, Rith will hand out the 100 gold to everyone
Okay.
for the items sold.
Everybody
Items
walks
sold.
away with 600 gold total.
We're rich.
We can buy a manager.
Yep.
Now we just buy the inn. Then we do worry about everyone doing all the jobs.
No, I don't want to buy it till it's fixed up.
Then he'll
All right.
charge more. We're good. We got Rith. He's good with a hammer.
Building taste hammer.
We gotta say we don't need too much demolition.
Risk the demo team, you know.
Yeah.
He's real good at that part.
All down? All down.
Well, Baron, would you like what time is it?
At this point, you guys have been talking for about 15 minutes, so it's a little after 1.
Baron, would you like to go out and start the archery practice?
Sure. Yeah. Do we have what we need for that?
Arrows and a bow?
You had requested some like hay
Some
bales
hay
and
bales, yeah.
Yeah, so those are they are off to the side. So.
Okay. Yes, we do.
Okay.
So he has it kind of off to the east side since a lot of the work is happening. Like he said, the old servants' quarters is scheduled to come down in the back, is being adjusted, but the trees off to the east, there is some open space there where you can practice. and basically if you miss, the wall to the city is much further back, so not really any risk of shooting anything in particular.
I would actually probably want the hay bales up against the servants' quarters they're tearing down.
Well,
So that way,
they've got a bunch of stuff over there that they're working. So
oh, they're
it's
actually working
like
right now.
the
Okay,
stuff is spread out kind of in that area. So the northwest corner in that area of the map is a bit, um,
busy.
yeah,
Gotcha. Okay,
so
yeah, let's set these hay bales up and we'll go for it.
so you're basically firing from south to north, from the bottom of the map to the top. And like I said, it's fairly wide open in that area. There are some trees behind there further back, but
That's fine.
nothing you have to
That's a
worry
good
about.
thing. That's a good thing.
Yep.
Well, before they go out, I'm gonna stop Kerr.
All the moving.
I waited till you moved just for that. Wait,
Uh-huh.
wait, here, try this, and I'll give him my longbow.
Oh, I don't want to break it. I bought a practice bow.
You know what? No, you wanna practice with what you're gonna use.
He does have a point.
Should I be using a longbow? Because I bought a short bow.
It just looks funny in your hands. Use the long one.
Okay. Yeah. Uh. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Does it mind if we take a quick break here, real quick? Quick break.
Sure.
Step away for a moment, and we will be right back. Kill it. Not the stream or something like that, but it.
Back.
We're killing it. Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. After a quick little break there, drinks, cookies, snacks all around. We're fueled up and ready to continue. So, you guys finished your talk about the potential interview for Ilga and whether or not you want to interview the second candidate or other candidates as well. But her and Lilith going outside to practice archery. Kovac, Rith, Rowan, you guys, anything for yourselves?
Rith
Can't
will
say that
ask.
Kovac. Oh, go ahead.
No, go
Everybody
ahead.
Wow.
wants. Everybody
I
else
said
wants.
I can't really say that Kovac even noticed that the meeting broke up or anything. So
Okay. He's still reading.
Rith, you go.
Rith will look at Kovacs and ask, teach strategy.
I'm working on it right now. As actually, I picked up a couple of books that have some pretty detailed battles. So I think after I get through some of these, we can kind of dissect them together if you want.
Yes.
And if you want to practice your reading, I could mark some of the sections if you'd want to try that.
Rith would like to try that. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how long it'll take me to get through this book, but I can. Why don't I give you the book after I get done marking the sections? Because I know it's kind of wordy, and then we can discuss them.
Good plan.
All right.
He'll turn to Rowan. Rowan,
Yes?
you have ability manipulate mind like they do me.
No. Sorry?
Rith was hoping to train mind against it.
Make an Arcana check there, Rowan.
Oh, let me make an Arcana check real quick.
That's good. That's good. So, I mean, you're aware of what he's talking about. You don't have that particular spell, but what you can do is you can use like the spell Bane in a similar way. Like it affects the mind in a very similar fashion.
Okay.
So if he's looking to make himself like more like get accustomed to it, resistant to it, acclimated to it, whatever the case is, you feel like you could use that. And I mean,
Also, then if he gets mad and hits me, he's gonna hit me for or.
yeah. Let me take a look at one other one here too, because it's I mean, it's an enchantment spell still, but no. No. Let's see one more quick. Yeah, I mean, you could try to use Bane, which would be enchantment in a very similar way. But your Dissonant Whisper spell would actually almost fit better. He would just have to be willing to deal with the headache that comes with it.
So, okay, I don't have that particular ability, right? I do have some similar ones. uh,
Because Bane would work, but Dissonant would be much better.
yeah, I have one that I could try that will just kind of help you build up a resistance to similar type spells, and then I have another that would do the same, but it's probably gonna hurt.
Do second one.
Wait, right now?
No.
Oh, okay. I started waving my hand and I take them back down.
Would like to train and make schedule for train.
Because you're looking for like charm for him, right?
Yeah.
Is what? Yeah. So like wisdom is what you're looking into.
Yep.
So yeah, Dissonant Whispers would be much better.
I'm willing to do it. I just think it should be spread out, like not often. I don't want to hurt you too bad.
Understand. Once every 5, half 10 day.
Sure. So
Do one tonight.
Yeah, we can do that.
Promise not hurt back.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that. I mean, if you don't succeed, I'll still kind of be okay because you'll be scared, you'll run away from me.
Yeah, he just told you you'll be scared of him. Doesn't.
He doesn't believe it.
Quit.
He very. I give you a very questioning look.
Oh yeah, we'll try later tonight. You just come find me when you're ready.
Good. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna if he's done talking to me, I'm gonna go to my room.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go grab the wine and start bringing it back out.
I'm gonna cast detect magic on my dagger that I just got.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming it's
You cast detect magic, and it definitely has a magical aura to it.
And then I'm gonna identify it.
Okay. So, did I?
Oh, while you're doing that, I'm gonna hand the shield over to Kovacs and see if he wants it.
Okay.
Oh,
Took it from other group. No need.
huh. Well, this is a little bit nicer than my. What did you say it was Elvin? Before?
Yeah,
it's
it's elven
Elven.
made, very detailed.
Oh. I could use a little flair to my outfit, I suppose.
Now you're talking.
All yours.
Well, thanks. Appreciate that, Rith.
I'll go back to the cast and start bringing them back in then.
Okay. Yeah. There's your wine, Kovac. He brought it back in. All right. So yeah, Rowan, you identify your dagger. Do you want me to go through it so everybody knows, or just go through it on screen? Okay. So, the blade itself is a black, almost iridescent metal, shaped like the talon of a raptor bird or even like a raven. It does hum with magic, so the properties of the blade is it doesn't, and well, the metal, like I said, is iridescent, and the metal almost swirls like shadows dancing across it. The edge is very sharp, but it doesn't. You don't sense any magical properties to make it more effective in like attacking necessarily precisely, at least against everything. It does give off a sense that once you throw it, that it will return to you after it either strikes or misses your target. It also has an undead sense ability, so you are able to sense any undead within 30 feet of you. And you know precisely where they're at. And it does have an undead bane feature. So against the undead, it does an extra d6 of damage.
That's if I'm not running away from them.
Correct. And the range on it is 30 feet is its normal range, and 90 is the extended. So you can throw it. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit more well balanced than a traditional dagger, so you can throw it a little bit further.
Cool.
Or you can just use it as a slashing weapon in and of itself. But
I'm gonna also spend an hour, I think it is, to do my hexblade thing with it to make it my like featured weapon for now.
So you can call it to you when you need to.
Then I get to use charisma as my
Right.
modifier.
You might have to adjust that in the weapon itself.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
It should be underneath the ability modifier.
Yeah, there it is. Charisma.
So you can test it if you like. Just make sure it comes up all right. Cool. Worked.
Yeah.
All right. So that's your next hour. Kovac, you're reading through The Lost King, right? Okay.
Yep.
The book itself is probably about 200 pages or so.
Okay.
So depending on how much or how detailed you're trying to get into it, you know how long it takes you to read 200 pages, but
Sure.
not an incredibly long time. But if you're looking to kind of mark out certain sections, you can either earmark pages or however you want to do that. But
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll kind of skim anything outside of the actual battles and combat, and then once I get to those sections, that's when I'll kind of take a more detailed approach to it.
okay.
Probably take some notes and then just mark that section.
Okay. Go ahead and give me. Just give me a general intelligence roll.
Okay.
10. Okay. So you move at about a normal pace for you.
Okay.
Not any faster, not any slower, really. But so, all right.
Sounds good.
And Rith, what are you doing aside from stuff back in?
Nah, just moving stuff back in, probably getting my room back in order, and I don't know, I'll just wander around outside for a while.
Okay.
I have nothing really specific I'm trying to do or anything like that.
Okay.
Probably go on a run. That sounds good.
Okay. So you just leave the inn for a little while and go running?
Yeah.
Just some kind of physical activity? Okay. Just outside the city or like outside the wall?
Yeah, I'll run around the wall.
Okay. It's a fair distance, so are you actually going to go all the way around the wall? Because that's probably 10, 15 miles.
I'll probably go halfway up around one side and then come back, so maybe about 5 miles.
Okay. No problem. Can probably make it about halfway up the west wall, or most of the way up the west wall to about where you can see the castle itself, and then turn back, and that'll probably get you about 5 miles.
Okay.
So that would probably take you about after you move all the stuff back in, probably the hour that Rowan has taken to basically attune to his blade. Kerr and Lilith spending some time outside doing practice. Just spending the afternoon, or just about the hour that everybody else is doing? A little
I
longer.
will practice as long as Lilith wishes me to.
Okay.
We'll go a couple hours.
Okay.
In that case, whenever I get done with my hour, I'm gonna come out and talk to Kovac.
Okay. Go for it.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, how we
So,
doing?
Well, good. Better than a few days ago. Uh, so, I heard Rith ask you for a little help, like training
Yeah.
wise. Do you think I could ask for something similar?
Sure. What do you got in mind?
You're just really good with blades, and I'd like to be better.
Oh, okay. Well, sure. I don't mind helping at all.
Just whenever you have some free time or something.
Well, I mean, I guess how serious we could, make it a daily thing. We're both up pretty early.
True. Yeah, let's start with that for now, I guess.
Okay.
We
Yeah, I'd
can
be more than happy to.
we can meet in the mornings and have a little training sesh.
Sounds like a plan.
Thanks.
There's a
No problem.
knock on the door outside.
Oh, I better get it. I don't want you to intimidate whoever it is.
Sure. We'll go with that.
I'll walk over and answer the door.
At the front door, you'll be greeted by a familiar face. It's been a little bit since you've seen this individual. But Rowan! Oh my goodness. Been a couple 10 days, I think, since we've seen each other. Before you stands Eli.
Oh, hey, you.
Of course you know
I'm
me,
just
right?
kidding. It's Elliot,
you
right?
always-
I mean Eli.
Yes, indeed. I wanted to come by. I've heard you guys were in the town here and doing quite well for yourself.
Well, we're trying anyway,
Is that door within view of the table?
Not quite. You can
I don't-
kind of make out. You can kind of make out the back of
Oh,
Rowan,
okay.
but you can hear voices.
Okay.
He's not
Gotcha.
exactly being quiet.
Okay.
I'll say I brought a little housewarming gift, so to speak, for you here.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
he-
Come in.
And oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. He walks in. You'll hear footsteps coming towards you, Kovac.
Going over here for backup. I mean.
Yep.
I trust.
Oh, no, I'll
Eli.
take note and.
I'll just give him this spot right now. That's fine.
Kovac, look who it is. You remember our good friend Eli.
Oh
Kovac.
yes, Eli. I'll put my book down and close it, and definitely
Okay.
pay a little more attention.
He puts 2 bottles on the table there for you guys. A little housewarming gift. So you've set yourself up in a fairly nice place.
Yeah, we got lucky
Yeah.
early.
Oh. Iglar is a kind man.
I agree.
That he is.
So what brings you to town?
Oh, well, I'm actually not necessarily brings me into town. I have some business ventures inside of town, and I come by every now and then to check on things. And I had heard that your group was doing some good work in the area, and I thought maybe I could put a proposition for you and your group. Since you've already done
Interesting.
fine work for me.
Yeah. Can you give me 1 second to gather?
Oh, of course.
So I'll go out and get Lilith and Kerr. Because I guess Ritha's not back yet.
He should. Yeah, he's actually back.
Okay, so then I would get Rith as well.
Because at the end of, by the time you got done with your hour, he would have been
Coming back in. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, then I'll get everyone. Kerr's just gonna be so happy to see him.
Uh-huh.
As you guys come in, he'll be, Kerr, it's wonderful to see you again. Lady Lilith, always a pleasure. And when
Eli.
Rith comes in, he'll, Rith, good to see you're doing well as also. Yes, as I was telling your good friends Kovac and Rowan here, I wanted to stop by because I have a potential business proposition for you, or would potentially like to hire your group to take care of a task for me. Since you've already helped me since you've been in town.
What is this task?
Well,
Wait.
it would be... I'm sorry.
We already helped you? Here
Well,
in town?
yes, with my shipment. He slides the 2 bottles over towards you.
Oh.
You are the ones that recovered my meat, correct?
Yeah, that label looks super familiar.
I own the establishment, so I appreciate your efforts in that. This was a mighty fine brew, and I wanted to bring it in to allow my patrons to sample it as well. Was
I slide them to the opposite end of the table from Kerr.
I very obviously follow them with my head.
But I would love to discuss this with you, and perhaps I could help supply dinner tonight, and we could discuss it over a proper meal.
Yes.
Very well. Do you have any preferences, Rith, since you were eager to respond?
Meat. I knew that was coming.
Well, I can have one of my either cooks accompany me and bring the food here and cook it, or I could have him prepare it and bring it with me. I'll leave the option up to you, since this is your home and I do not wish to intrude more than necessary.
Cook it and bring it with.
Very well, I will do that. And anything else in particular you would prefer for tonight to go along with the meat? Or I could simply have my cook surprise you.
I mean, as long as there's some veggies, I think my friend over here will be happy.
Of course.
Point towards Kerr.
You
don't want to eat your own kind.
Nope, sure don't. That would be bad.
Very well. I
Cannibalism.
will. Cannibalism? Is that what you...
Yeah.
I don't want to get mad for Bolg's disease.
All right. He will say, all right, very well. I will. You know what? One of his specialties happens to be a very tasty venison dish, and I'll ask him to prepare that, and I will bring a uh, vegetable stew if that works for yourself, Kerr.
Yeah, works.
Very well. I will also have them bring some. Where did this go? Some seasoned rice as well as some roasted potatoes, if that would be
Sounds
perfect.
fantastic.
good. I can also bring any additional beverages if you'd like. I have quite the stock.
Mead.
Some extra meat.
Maybe some like water or like fruit juice.
I can do that as well.
Not of the non-alcoholic variety.
Of course. Of course. And Rith, does this meat suit you, or would you prefer a different brand?
I'll try the mead.
Yeah, I think you guys. Did everybody drink some of it, or just because this is the one you guys recovered? Or was it just
I
Kurt?
didn't drink it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's a very, it's very good. It's quite a
Good.
okay. Very
Very
well.
good.
I will bring some additional bottles with me. I will return then. 5:30 sound good?
Sounds perfect.
Great. I look forward to our discussion and have a great afternoon.
You as well, sir.
He will turn and leave.
So I told him to cook it and bring it because I know Kerr doesn't trust him, so I didn't want his people walking around this place more than they needed to.
You know what exactly do we know about Eli other than he accompanied us for that? Was it the Nyogi?
Yeah.
For Lady Tesseril.
I think that's all really about it. Is he accompanied us, but
Yeah.
a lot of the things that he can do seem very familiar to me.
Yeah.
I like him.
You like anyone that feeds you.
Maybe.
And then I cast. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I don't know how if we need to take any precautions or not, but I just didn't get a good vibe from him.
I'm not either.
I'm going to be honest. I just invited him in, so I had backup here.
Good plan.
We can stay ready.
I mean, if
Do
nothing
Do we
else,
need to worry about the food?
I'll taste it first.
Why?
Well, let's just say poisons don't bother me as much as they do other people.
Fine with that.
Although, how do I beat Rith to the food?
I can cast Charm Person.
So can I.
Baron? Can
Yeah.
you help Rith train?
Whoa, wait a minute.
I mean, I didn't know you wanted to be a druid, so yeah, sure.
train mine against you.
Sure. Yeah. Like how?
When going eat supper, tell me not to
Okay.
with magic.
Ah, yes. Going to be hard today.
I can still do mine.
Yes.
I I'll try to help you, Rith.
I didn't think I would need it today, so I didn't prep it.
Today, fine. Just would like to overcome.
Yeah, I can help
I
with that.
don't want to hit you.
I don't want you to hit me either.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Anything anybody else is doing during the afternoon before Eli returns?
I would like to temper my new club.
Okay.
Burn the ends, make it so it give it a little strength enhancement, all the stuff needed so it doesn't break when I hit people with it.
Yeah, yeah. Gotcha. Treating it with fire, making sure it's nice and resilient.
Yep.
All right. You got some time, so go for it.
I'm gonna just go in my room and play with my new belt.
Oh, okay.
Maybe change colors and stuff.
Yep. So the way I figure is that your daggers are shorter length than most people because you're just shorter itself. So instead of being like 12 to 18 inches for your particular daggers, they'd probably be more like 9 to 12. So your short sword would probably be closer to like 18 inches, or your rapier even. So it's that way you can just kind of add up how much you have as far as weapons in there. So like I said, it's up to 42 inches.
So my rapier would fit,
Yes.
would work.
Mhm.
Sweet.
Yeah, because I say your rapier's probably closer to 2 feet, but you could do that plus a dagger even, and still have a little bit of room left over. So you have the potential to fit at least a few weapons in there. But,
So
all right.
I will put my rapier
Okay.
and a dagger
Okay.
on there.
So basically, it's treated as like your action for drawing the weapon. You can draw one of those out in a round. So, um, all right. Anybody else?
I don't think I had anything else.
I'm good.
All right.
I don't have a belt to play with, so
You do have that
All right.
nice new shirt though that I bought you.
It's true. It's
it's in my
fancy.
room.
It's fancy. All right. So afternoon passes. Kovac, you get more reading done. Lilith plays with her belt, makes it change colors, metal textures, things like that. Matches her outfits.
Yes.
All right. So time passes by. Around 5:30 or so, you guys hear a knock at the front door again.
I'll go answer.
All right.
I'm gonna have my like fine robes on over my armor.
Okay.
Ooh, I'll wear the nice shirt.
Yeah.
All right.
I I feel a little underdressed as I'm just wearing what I normally wear.
Same here.
Yeah, I'm also just wearing what I normally wear. Does that help you, Kerr?
Well, no, you dress kind of fancy already.
Oh.
Possible. Yeah.
Kovac has a fancy new shield, so he's looking nice and spiffy because he has a new shield.
Yeah, I don't think I'll wear it to dinner, but
May need it. All right, I open the door.
All right. So you open the door. Eli's standing there. He does have a gentleman behind him that's kind of holding a basket. You can see a hand-drawn cart behind him. You're like, Rowan, thank you. I brought one of my men with me to bring in the meal, and if you would like, he's able to serve us tonight, or we can serve ourselves. I'll leave that up to you. And
I'm
if he's
sorry,
not
were
needed,
we expecting someone? I'm just kidding. Come on in. Come on in.
I never go tired of your sense of humor.
I'll let them both in.
Okay. He will come inside and have him drop off stuff basically on the bar. Is everybody out, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he'll see Lilith and Rith. Oh, I didn't realize we were dressing up so well. I'm afraid I'm a little bit underdressed for the occasion. But Rith, I do like your shirt. That is quite the fine piece of garment there.
Good taste.
Indeed, you have it. I hope you don't wear that out too often. Would hate to see it get ruined.
First time
Fine occasion.
for
Lady
you.
Lilith, you look wonderful as always. Impeccable
Thank you,
taste.
sir.
Yes. As I was telling Rowan, I brought one of my men with me to bring the meal. He is here to serve if you wish. Otherwise, we can serve ourselves if it's a more casual setting, and I can send him back to the tavern.
Yes, let's set the table and we can serve ourselves. That's no big thing.
Of course. Say, Danforth, if you will go ahead and just thank you. And sets the stuff down, goes outside, brings in a couple of other items, and then 4 bottles of mead. And gentleman leaves with the rest of the baskets.
Thanks,
And
Danforth.
of course, sir. Have a good evening.
Rith, are you ready?
Say,
Yes.
Sorry, just 1 second. Eli.
of course. Yes.
I cast dissonant whispers.
oh
Okay.
boy.
Go ahead and make a wisdom save there for Riff.
Oh, he
Hey!
succeeds,
You made it.
but he still takes half damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, why it didn't? Oh, I think I have to do it over here. Go. Yeah.
Is it not clicking?
No, it acts like it rolled, but it didn't roll. I think it's
Do you want me to hit it?
sure. I think it's just 3d6, isn't it?
Yeah. It did not roll. Oh, there it goes.
There
I'll
it
just
goes.
do it that. Well, I just did it
Okay.
from the
That's
bottom.
weird.
Bottom. 7 points of damage.
But yeah, he sings this really annoying song. This is a song that never ends, and it just it grinds into your head, and it makes you just run away to get away from it. until you're like, no. And yeah, yeah, everybody sees Rith make that type of face. And as you see Rowan just going, like, you can't hear what he's saying, but it looks like he's whispering. And Eli looks, is that how your meals normally start?
Sometimes.
So then I'm gonna go on just kind of tasting everything.
That is an interesting custom.
Oh,
I appreciate.
we played a little game, and I got to go first.
Okay, I
He's
respect
he's
your
the
mental
youngest.
fortitude, Rith.
He's the youngest. We always let the youngest go first.
Of course.
I
I
do
hope
kind
you
of
all enjoy the
cautiously.
food.
I do kind of cautiously watch over my shoulder to make sure Rith is not coming over to hit me.
No, he's good. He's maybe gripping the table a little bit. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me check something real quick here.
It's a good thing you saved.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on Riss.
What the?
Okay.
I begin to grab the food to eat.
So, as you like, as you're gripping the table, Eli comes over and he does say, he says, "I respect your mental fortitude, Rith," and you take 8 points of healing.
Ah, thanks.
Of course.
I go to grab a piece of food.
Okay. Go ahead and make your wisdom saving throw again. Versus, welcome to the friend zone. I like that.
Oh, he
He's
did
on
it
fire
again.
tonight.
Look at him.
Yeah.
He's on fire. Until it's me telling him to roll, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna wink and point at him.
So, yeah, he tries to. You feel the mental intrusion that is attempting to make you view Lilith in an even more positive light, and you're like, no, I want to eat food and shake it off. So he says, well, everybody dig in, and after we enjoy our meal, I will present my job for you.
Do it.
Rowan, you take a sample of everything you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, it all tastes fantastic. Kind of chew things a little slowly, making sure there's nothing offsetting about it. Everything seems to be on the up and up.
Dig in.
I'll take a small plate.
Okay. So you all sit down and eat, and the food is fantastic. Venison is cooked to a point where it's seasoned very well. It's cooked thoroughly, but not too much. It's very moist for deer, and the potatoes are roasted with like an herb and garlic and butter all in them, and then the seasoned rice contains some seasonings that you guys haven't really probably had before. Curry, you'll probably notice most of them, but it's put together in a delicious fashion. And then the vegetable stew is also quite good.
I try to make it a point for my plate to be as full of meat as Riss is.
There is when you go up there to grab food, I mean, there is a substantial amount of meat. So it looks like he's got enough here that would probably feed about 12 people. Um,
That's good because we have a Rith.
that's right.
I want to like grab a haunch of it, and I want to look at everybody and then bite into it.
Yeah.
I just wait
Very
for the
good.
expression afterwards.
It's more eating of the meat.
Red will walk up. Good job.
Thanks. I need a drink now.
I'll grab a glass of water.
There's also like a mulberry juice as well as like a grape juice as well. So
I'll grab the grape juice then for him.
okay.
Thank you, Riz.
Good friend. Sit. Eat. Drink.
Be merry.
Juice.
That last part's going to be hard.
Rith help you.
With my food?
No, not drinking bad stuff for you. Rith drink for you.
Drink a lot. Make sure you add things to it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring something if it was going to be a problem.
No problem.
No. Okay. I
So, more
I commend
about
your
this
effort
job.
as well. I commend your effort as well there, Kerr. Abstaining from can be hard, but I wish you luck.
Baron,
And
get
strength.
through it.
Baron, I
Oh.
know that Furbolgs can. Your culture generally takes different names with people, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I was a little bit off put by the name of Kerr, but I did not want to offend you by calling you something you did not wish to be called. But
It's up until recently, I didn't have a name for interacting with human society. So that's what I was called. So that's who I was.
I think this one fits you. I think it's more becoming.
Thanks.
Yes. I'm sorry, Lady Lilith. You said you wished to hear about the
Know
job.
about this job, yes.
Yes, of course. So as I told you previously, I was in Evening Star looking to expand my influence and make a name for myself beyond the walls of Arabelle and potentially expanding further into Cormire itself. And while I was there, shortly after you left, I came into some credible information about an item that was further into the haunted halls that I wished to obtain. And since our visit into there went as well as I think a group could expect, and I've heard of your jobs that you've accomplished here thus far, defeating a manticore, defeating some bandits that have been plaguing the Knowles Pass quite a bit, as well as recently stepping into the Hollock Forest, which, again, no easy task. Bears a very similar reputation as the Haunted Halls, but you've seemed to have come through all of those unscathed, victorious, gaining yourself more renown in the city. And I thought you could potentially be the ones to go and retrieve this item for me.
What would this item be?
It's a tome. Just it's a tome that I'm interested in for personal reasons. nothing nefarious about it. It's simply one that would help me expand my influence in the area. Help me understand the workings of Cormire a bit more.
Hmm.
How much farther into the halls?
Simply the second level, the one below. I do have a small bit of information about the second level, as far as what could potentially be encountered.
Okay.
Okay.
I had a group of my own individuals head down in there to explore, scout a little bit, and they detected a powerful undead presence in the area. Now, whether or not that came from a singular entity or several smaller ones, that is unknown. They simply sensed the presence, as well as a creature of unknown origins, but possessing a terrifying visage of 5 arms situated along its torsos that ended in sharp sickle-like blades.
Hmm.
Um, it did not. They were able to see it, and however, it did not seem to notice them right away. I'm not sure how it perceives its environment around it, or whether or not it is just a creature of instinct or impulse. But they mentioned it had a very emaciated appearance and exuded a feeling of fear. So I would not say that this trip would be easy. I do wish to be forthright with that. There is the potential of danger. But based off of the things that you've done thus far in our first encounter in there, I believe you would probably be a group that would be prepared for said danger.
And would you be joining us on this?
Not in this instance. I do have business elsewhere, but I wish to provide you with the opportunity.
Okay. And the pay.
Well, I am willing to offer a substantial reward for this of 5,000 gold pieces.
Okay. That is a pretty sizable amount, I must admit.
It is a it is something that I value or desire, and I'm willing to pay for that which I desire.
What was the name of the tome?
The name of the tome.
I'm asking him.
I don't know if it has a specific name to it. I
Oh.
know it contains information that would be helpful to me, and this was relayed to me by uh, the Nyogi that we encountered. So I can assure that your passage through the first level would be safe.
Okay. Well, as you probably thought, we would like to discuss it between ourselves.
Of course,
The
I don't anticipate an answer tonight. Take your time. This is something I would like to see accomplished within the next 10 days. So it is not of eminent importance, but if you wish some time to discuss, you can take so. I will return to my tavern, and you can either visit me there if I'm still in town, the Pegasus, or leave word with my steward there.
Okay. That sounds fair.
Well, if there, do you have any other questions to make your decision?
We haven't been to the Pegasus before, have we?
As a group, no.
I would just ask him like where exactly it is in town.
Oh, yes. It is. The Pegasus is located. Let's see. It is located base almost like right across the street from the Smoking Yolk.
Okay, so we have people who know where it's at. Or
They'll
know
mention
the
that
area.
it's in the same block as they'll say, well, it's near Comas Crystal, just two buildings, a couple buildings north of there.
Sure.
The Smoking Yeoman is in the same area. It's almost right across the street from there.
Okay. And how much longer will you be in town?
Probably at least another 3 days, unless I have business that takes me away sooner than that. But I don't anticipate leaving before then.
I would say within that time we should have an answer.
Excellent. Well, if you come by, if I'm not there, let my man know that you're returning at my request, and for that evening, drinks,
Okay?
including any kind of juice that you might want, Kerr. I can leave word with them that you're abstaining and to not serve you alcohol if you choose.
Yes.
Very well. It's good that you have such supportive friends.
Yes. Yes, it is.
It's hard to find people that will help you
Because I drink
in the appropriate way. Yeah.
mead. Hey, this is Rhett's way of helping you.
I shall take a sad sip of my juice in return.
Anything else?
During the conversation, how does he appear? Especially every time we brought up the book. I think I want to make an insight check.
Go for
Good luck.
it.
Yeah, I know. I want to do it, so it ain't happening. 10.
10. Okay.
It's probably Rebecca.
They've never been in the same room twice.
Exactly. I've never seen them together.
Got the greatest detective here.
Right? I mean, he doesn't seem rattled by it. He seems pretty forthcoming with most of his information. Don't really detect any kind of falsehood in what he's saying.
Okay.
Well, if there's nothing else, I will bid you a good evening. I hope you enjoy the rest of the food as well as the meat and juice.
Well, we thank you for the fine meal,
Of course,
and
it's
we will have an answer for you.
good to share a meal with former associates. Good luck
Likewise.
on your travels, and good night.
Good night.
So, in the total time that he's there, it's about an hour and a half between the meal and the talk there. So,
Did we get between there and the first time he showed up? Did we get some heads delivered to us?
I was just about to ask.
yes, yes, you did. There was a crate that was delivered during that time frame.
Sweet.
Probably short. It would have been actually shortly after he left the first time.
Well, we'll have to decide where to put these. Baron,
But
where would you like? Where do you think these would look best?
over the bar?
Sounds good to me. I can't reach.
Right. It's going to take a bit to hang on.
Yeah. Maybe that's a project for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, what do we think?
Well, I don't trust him.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
a,
either. But
I'm a little
5,000.
leery on it, but
He didn't seem to be at least disingenuous about the usefulness of the book. I just
Yeah. And it is 5,000 gold.
right, but how would a book that's been in these haunted halls help him with business?
That's what I'm wondering too.
maybe it's a
I mean,
book that automatically kills all of his competition.
which
I
would be
figured
Iglar.
at the very least we could get this book and find out what it is. I, I don't know who will give it, who will identify it for us.
I raise my hand.
But then we'll know exactly what it does, and if it's dangerous to anyone, or then at least we have it, and it's not in his hands.
Well, you've bought us 3 days. So let's see if we can find anything on it. Books that might be in the halls, anything about the halls.
I think that's a good plan.
I'm just uncertain if we take the job and then discover that the book is problematic. Dealing with that, however that might go, could potentially cause issues for us getting customers in the future.
Am I the only one that's a little worried or uneasy about the undead?
No,
Okay.
I
I
don't.
don't particularly care for them. But we cleared out the top level. Mostly.
How many other levels
Maybe
are there?
we could talk to the Nyogi and see if there's any information.
On the book.
Yeah.
It took us what, 2 days to get to the hall from uh Lady Tesserals. So that's 4 days, two
It wasn't
there,
even
two back.
No, based on, with your knowledge, it took you about 6 hours.
Oh, just to get there and back. Okay.
Actually, probably closer to 5, and that was
from Evening Star, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that was navigating the first time.
All right. And how far was it from Arabelle to Evening Star?
With horses, a day. Maybe a little quicker, depending on how quickly you decide to.
That's true. It took us a little longer because someone slowed the horses down.
And they were pulling a wagon.
Yeah.
So their speed was more limited anyhow. But
I mean, I've got nothing.
I mean, I kind of want to do
Good
it,
idea.
but on the same hand, it worries me.
Well, yeah.
What if we do find out it's something evil and he doesn't need to possess it? And then it does hurt our chances of having the business and...
I'm good.
I don't know.
Yeah. Kerr, on horses you could easily make it Evening Star inside of a day.
Okay.
Could do job, find book before accepting? Then accept or not?
That's actually pretty good, Briss.
I mean, we could at least get there and back to here in our 3-day time.
Mm-hmm.
But how long will it take us to find the book?
Hopefully not a full day.
You never know, because we don't know exactly how big the halls are.
Yeah.
Right. Our best option might just be research. Then we can take it from there.
I like it.
So, maybe this is a weird question to ask, I don't know, but do you feel like research would be better here or Evening Star?
I don't know. Maybe both.
I was gonna say, in all reality, we could almost do both at at the same time. Break rule number 1 of D&D. Don't split the party.
I mean, technically, you shouldn't be too far from your healer. We could do that by just splitting us up.
Right. I was gonna say that, like, if Kovac would be willing, I would ride with him to Evening Star while the 3 of you searched here, or vice versa. Because that also kind of splits up, like, Kovac and Rith as well for a little more damage for, like, stronger characters. And then
Not
Lilith,
a bad idea.
And then Lilith, she's just Lilith, so.
Your suggestion has come with strange words, Rowan, but makes sense.
So we set out in the morning to find information.
Yeah, I'm down if that's the route that everyone thinks maybe we should take first.
Okay.
I guess the
Yeah.
question would just be like, who goes where?
Was there a bookstore in Evening Star, Kovac?
Man,
Or a library?
1 second.
I mean,
Because I have a
Um,
feeling that Kovac would be most useful where if there's a library, because we can still go to the one here, but
I can't quite Oh, you know what? I switched notebooks, so I don't think I have my notes back that far right now.
let me
I
check
don't
my.
recall if I went to a bookstore or not.
Let me check my notes. I didn't write it down if there was one, so you know.
You're usually so meticulous.
I know.
I can check my DM notes. We can't see whatever's there.
That was Sarah's hand.
Well,
Yeah, like they probably didn't know that. Night, guys.
yeah,
have fun.
yeah.
good night.
I did. I stopped at some place there because I got pretty sure that's where I got Rith his
Oh, it's English or common book.
That was Deadluck, I believe.
Oh,
that was where?
Deadluck.
That was Dead Luck. Okay.
Deadluck, yeah. You can roll an intelligence check if you want to try to remember, I guess, since you're going back about a month. A little over. No idea.
No. No clue.
There's we don't really know her, but there's the ladies. Her house had a
Tessero lady.
yes.
Mm.
Had a bit of a magical hum to it when I looked about. So
She'd be a good source.
even if not the book, a book, she might know about the book.
Yeah. Because wasn't she was the original, she gave us the job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, we might want to, I guess, compensate her for her time if she's willing, because we hardly know her.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm down to go wherever I'm needed.
so I guess that's next thing. Who's going where?
I don't mind going to Evening Star.
Yeah, we'll take Evening Star. You guys look here.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, we've made a plan, and Chris was
This
here the
is
whole time. and
it's over. We're done.
don't.
He wasn't paying attention. He was eating.
I'm not really sure how we handle it from here, because usually we're like, okay, and then we just split, and he finds out whatever happens when it happens.
All right, so
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys leave out in the morning and
sounds good.
Okay. Anything anybody wants to do during the rest of the evening into nighttime?
I shall set up a potion brew.
Okay.
So the basic one takes me 8 hours. How long
Correct.
would it take to make the next one up?
The next one up would probably just require a different type of. You'd have to get some sort of magical material that would actually cost you a little bit of gold, just
Okay.
because it's a greater healing potion. So, um,
Uh,
if you
do-
have the materials, though, you can probably brew that one in 8 to 12 hours. It's just putting up the gold for the material that you need.
right. Do I know what I need?
Um, roll a nature check.
So no, it's what you're saying.
Okay.
14.
14. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have a pretty good idea of what you would need. Um, you'd probably have to go find either an alchemy shop or a wizard component shop. It would probably just cost you, if you want to do one of the greater ones, you're probably looking at about 75 to 100 gold pieces worth of material.
Okay.
Potion.
Okay. Do you guys know if there's like an alchemist or like a component shop here in town?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Where?
I tell you the component shop that I went to.
All right, I'm going to write it down here. The component shop that Rowan went to.
Comath's crystal.
Yeah, there it is.
So
Comath
it's
crystal
Comath crystal. It's number 10 on the
on the.
list on Arabelle's map. Yeah.
And I'll tell you the leech.
Okay. And the leech is number 9.
That's where I've gotten my potions.
Okay. I'm going to try to make a party potion. Anyone want to come with while I suss out ingredients?
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Thank you.
Okay. Which type of potion are you making? You said.
Uh, is it Grader's the next one up?
Yep.
So yeah, that one.
Okay. So, you can try to make it into town and see if you can, or go into the city and see if you can catch them before they
Pretty
are
close.
closed for the evening. So,
Yes. Uh, we must hurry.
You're attacked by kobolds. Oh,
I
sorry.
see that.
okay. So you guys hurry into town. Which one
Yes.
do you want to hit first?
I don't have the map pulled up. Which one's closer?
Well, I mean, they're both. If you're heading just straight north in, I mean, the leech is kind of along that main path. The Comas crystal is somewhat in the same area, but it's a little bit further to the. So, the leech would probably be the closest.
Then that's where we're going.
Okay. Who's going with him?
Me.
Okay. All right. So you make your way into town
Anyone?
and you get to the leech. The open sign is still there.
Okay. Let us go in.
Okay.
You'll open the door and there is a about middle-aged woman behind the counter, and looks like she'll look up. Oh, good evening. I was getting ready to close up here, but what can I help you with?
We won't take too much of your time. But my friend here was needing some components, and we were hoping you could help us out real quick.
Oh, looking for ingredients, you said?
Yes, I'm expanding my potion brewing.
Ah, a fellow alchemist. Nice. It's nice to see others interested in the craft.
Uh, Not so much an alchemist. It's useful skill, and I should learn more. But I make salves, antivenoms, that type of thing.
Sure, the useful types. I mean, that's good. I'm sorry. what are you looking for? I can see if I have any extras in my supply.
I want to try to make a greater healing potion.
Okay, so um,
I have a good portion of the ingredients. I just don't have the more vital, expensive ones.
the arcane components, so to speak.
Yeah,
I do have some. I've been making quite a few of them myself lately. I've had a regular customer coming in, and he seems to need them rather frequently. Uh, but
that's unfortunate.
well, he seems to be. He's indicated that he seems to be doing okay, or at least they're useful to him. So that um, makes me happy that I'm helping him at least. So I have a little bit left for myself. I'm still waiting on new supplies to come in. I could potentially part with enough for two of them.
I'll take it.
Okay. Um.
I'll take it.
So they are. I don't know if you've ever made them yourself, but it can be a little bit expensive. It'd be about 200 gold for the materials.
That's not a problem.
Okay. Um. Let me go into the back and grab them for you, and I'll have it ready here. And she will go into the back and come back out with a almost like a little wooden box, basically, that is covered and sealed. She'll say, here's enough for two um, potions. So,
I'll hand over 200 gold. Thank you. Uh, Sorry to
thank you.
have come in at such a late time.
Oh, no, it's fine. I mean, I'm always happy to meet others that enjoy the craft as well.
Yeah,
Um,
it's something I've practiced most of my life. I do find it enjoyable.
indeed. It is, it can be relaxing. So, well, you both have a good evening.
You
You
too,
as
man.
well.
Good luck.
Well,
Back to
th-
the inn?
yes. Thank you for coming with me.
Not a problem. Anytime. Was there
Uh,
something else you'd like?
no, I was hoping to talk with the group again, but then we had the job offer and it didn't feel right to just kind of do another, hey, let's sit around the table, talk forever, because we were doing that already. Uh,
We could still have a talk.
no, it's not super big. You guys chose Baron as my name,
Mm-hmm.
and that's great for dealing with outsiders. But you're the closest thing I have to clan and family now.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's just us and the group, you can call me Kelnorin.
Elnorin.
And I'll tell everybody else.
Well, thank you for sharing that with me. That means a lot. It really does.
It's nice to have someone I can think like that about.
I agree. I haven't been close with really many in a long time, but with this group, I do feel like I'm part of something. I've wandered around a lot by myself, and that's where Lady Lilith came from.
The time you spent in the military with Kovac, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm still a little, I guess, I need a drink.
I understand.
Let's head back.
Okay, but I do think you should share this, share that with. Go ahead and share it with them. They'll appreciate it as much as I did.
I will. You know, I will. Return to the inn.
All right. Anything for anybody else?
I would just ask Kovac if we were still on for training.
You know, I thought about that. Maybe we should postpone our start to that.
That's fine.
Might be a long day.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Seems like a good stopping point since we're at the end of the day there. We'll go ahead and pick up there for our next session, which will pre-record it again. So got some scheduling conflicts again, but I think after that we'll be back on our normal schedule more than likely. But yeah, 2 weeks we'll be back on with our pre-recorded session. Some of us will be here in the chat. Come stop by, chat with us as we watch whatever happens this next time around. So as we split the party.
We break rule number 1.
That's right. I mean, you're never supposed to break rule number 1. But what's the worst that could happen?
Oh no.
Don't ask that.
The
I
same
said
thing that
it.
happened last adventure we went on.
Yeah, I said it, so it's probably fine. No, I mean, if you guys say it, then something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah.
As long as we're rolling skill checks, we're fine.
That's
Right.
right. That's right.
And none of us are planning to retire in the next 2 days, so we're good there too.
Yeah.
So, all right, we will go ahead and end tonight there. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. We hope you enjoyed. If you're watching on YouTube, go like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. As always, keep those dice warm. We'll see you next. Good night.
Bye.
See ya.